As said, my name is Kunobere James Bond, and I'm the manager Solid Waste and Environment Management at KCCA. Yes, ever since we were befell by the Kitezi disaster, the incident actually it's like took the whole country by surprise, and the whole solid waste management system was thrown into a state of kind of disorganization, given that Kitezi was hosting the whole greater Kampala metropolitan area. So the whole area found ourselves in a situation that even our unsuspected neighbors, whom we thought would run to, incidentally, they did not anticipate this, and they were ill prepared, even for themselves. But I want to appreciate our good neighbors like Entebbe and Mukono. They have been able to help Kampala to host us. As you remember, Entebbe hosted us for a week.
Yeah.
And of course, their Katavi dump site was quite small. And it was somehow not properly planned to receive such a volume of waste from Kampala. And Mukono, I'm short of words on behalf of KCCA on how they have been positioned to support us for 4 months.
Wow.
Really, I want to appreciate Mukono Municipality, Mukono Municipal Council for that brotherhood kind of gesture. Of course, the volume of waste from Kampala is quite enormous, in that we on normal days or seasons we generate 2,500 metric tons on a daily basis.
In a single day?
On a single day.
Wow.
Which waste is composed of mostly organic waste, that is from farm, from farm to market. And as you're aware, we are from December, the whole of December and half of November is a festive season already.
Yes. So
in the festive season, the tonnage actually go beyond 3,000 tons per day. So that's why you have seen the increase in waste accumulation in the public along the streets. Of course, what is coming on the streets is what is as a result of us not. The collection not being commensurate to the production, and also given that we are limited by our hosts, who they are at liberty we have to fit in their program. Sometimes they open at 10 or 9, 10, and then they can close at 5, the gates of the landfill, and yet. Given the route that we are using,
it's a busy
Ginger
one.
Road is a busy road, full of traffic jams, and so we have no option. If a truck would have taken 3 trips, it is limited by 1 trip, given the nature of the road, the distance. Of course, the distance is almost quadruplated. Because of we compare to Kitezi, it is 4 times the one of Kitezi. So the efficiency is definitely compromised by the distance and all the other limitations. Nevertheless, we are trying to maneuver.
Okay.
We are trying to maneuver, but to acquire possibly alternatives to ensure that we do away with this problem first and for all.
And now that's why I want to come in and ask what plans are there, because we are seeing now Mukono, that is we have to operate on their guidelines. At a certain point, of course, that is not enough. So what plans are there?
The plans are there, definitely. Already if you have a problem, it opens up for you, even if you are not you think differently. First and foremost, also, I want to emphasize that Kitezi was an eye-opener. The Kitezi incident is an eye-opener, not only to Kampala or KCCA, but to the nation at large.
Yes.
Because I think it exposed how urban authorities are actually illy prepared, or it also opened up to inform the whole country that waste has to be given a priority, waste management. Like, previously we used to say water is life, and you can see how government has invested heavily in water, but also how we have invested in medical field. It is now high time that actually waste has to be considered as a one of the top priorities of investments in this country, because first and if we don't invest in management of waste, then we are going to invest heavily in medical bills. But also, it is already evident that we are investing more in water purification at Gaba or Katosi if we don't manage waste well. Because the impact of failure to manage waste is also pushing more need in investing in medical and water and other infrastructure. For example, you are seeing that on a heavy downpour, if waste is not collected in time, it goes and blocks drainages, and water will wash away the bridges and the road infrastructure. So it is highlighting, Kitezi incident has highlighted to us that waste management is among the top priorities that should be considered for investment.
Okay.
Of course, previously, waste management has been, of course, it has been it's a priority but unfunded. Priority but unfunded. But I think now we are now coming to realize that it must be given, because it is a mitigation measure to other costs. So back to the other question of the plan. We have plans, and we have had plans even before Kitezi incident. But as I've tried to highlight, that it is the priority. It wasn't given priority, but one of our key plans is to manage waste at source.
Okay.
We want to manage waste. The whole mess starts at source.
Disposing of.
Yes, at source means from generation. Who is generating the waste? It is me and you. The market, the farmer who is bringing, the transporter who is bringing. That's where we want to start from. How? First, we want to educate the generator that the waste you are generating, you have to either reduce it, you have either to manage it well by depositing it where it is necessary, and before you even deposit it, you have to sort it, put the waste in accordance to its, you classify it, categorize it, that this waste that I'm generating, for example, an old shirt, somebody needs it, I should put it here. Or I can reuse it as a rag. Two, I can reduce the waste. How can I reduce the waste? Do I need a cavera from where I am buying it? Do I need it really? If, for example, I'm buying bread and so on, if you go to a supermarket or shopping mall, you are buying several things, but can't they come into one packet? Apart from separating only few, like soap, which will contaminate the food or the rice, you should reduce. How are you going to reduce? Refuse. That is the error.
Okay.
Refuse unnecessary waste. Don't take everything. You know, I think because the polythene policy has failed in this
really
country.
Failed, yeah.
That's where but we can still fail it by us, the users, refusing it. I normally, I always refuse that kind of waste, because I am buying a toothbrush. A toothbrush is already
packaged.
You can walk even with it.
Even people buy sodas and they want to put it in a kavera.
Even mineral water bottles, they still want to be put in a kavera. My God, this is where we want to. We can even if we fail that policy saying ban kavera, we can refuse it, because what kills an item is if you kill the demand, it will die a natural death. So, colleagues, the Kampala dwellers, or Kampalans, or the nation at large, what is choking this country is to do with it's our habits. Our habits are killing this country in terms of increasing the need to evacuate the waste. That is a cost. And also in terms of choking this nation's investment in road infrastructure, in water increasing water costs, and so on and so forth. So all this can be we can start at the generator. And by the way, the good thing is that all of us criticize the system, but not knowing that we are part of the mess. And that's where we want to go. Please, we want to invest heavily in creating awareness. Let people, actually I want to thank Family TV. This is part of the effort. You are driving already in the plan that people should know that it begins with you, the generator. But also, farmers or traders who are bringing the good stuff, the foodstuffs we eat in Kampala. Of course, all the food comes from outside of Kampala.
Yes.
We are telling you, please, as you are bringing food, check your package. Is it all necessary to come to Kampala? For example, why do you bring these dry banana fibers, the sanja, all the way from Mbarara, from wherever, Porto Cabral, all is coming to Kampala, and they are bringing it, and they don't take it back. So that's the heap you see in Nakasero, Owino. It's all organic waste, which actually shouldn't have found itself in Kampala. Wrapping every banana in the migogo, you know, each bunch comes with about, of course they wrap it round, and the essence is that it shouldn't get any, or they should not damage each other. So this is all waste that we are getting, and unfortunately this is organic, which actually deteriorates very fast in terms of decomposition. So colleagues, our traders, our partners as traders, as farmers, please bring only what is inevitable to Kampala, and we are very soon instituting enforcement to traders who bring unnecessary waste and they fail to take it back. Of course, we are emphasizing don't bring it, because if you bring it and we force you to take it away from Kampala, you are going to dump it in Wakiso. You know,
that's true.
It may not end again, not go back up to Bushenyi or Rukunjiri. It will still, they will find their way, and it will land into Mayanja. So we want, whenever we are creating awareness, we are not talking only to Kampala. We are talking to the whole nation, because it's a chain. It's a chain of service delivery, trade from point X of the country to Kampala. So that is one at source. But we are also reviewing our laws to ensure that we include it's going to be a must that each generator of waste, and who is that one? You and me, all of us generate waste. The research which we did in 2015 indicates that each individual in Kampala, on average, generates between 0.6 to 0.7 kilograms of waste.
In what period?
On average. Each day.
Wow.
Each day. So, you may, for you and me who may refuse some of the waste, we may generate some grams, but there is somebody who is going to generate almost 2 kilograms on a day. So that brings the average to 6.6 to 0.7 kilograms per day. And yet, there is no waste that is coming to your home without a cost.
Oh, yes.
Each waste that is coming to your home, you are even buying it. How? You go to the shopping mall with money, and that's how you come back with the waste. If you don't have money, you're not going to come back with waste. So, comrades, as a country, we need just to change our attitude towards being sensitive, being cautious about our waste at our homes.
Oh, yes.
Because cumulatively, each home, it is what accumulates from each individual households that is ending up being heaps in Kampala of waste.
That's very true.
Second, now that I was talking about at source, there is also midway, what we call midstream, that is during transit. We want to ensure that our trucks and whoever is in the business of transport actually meets the standards. Because you are aware that some trucks are below standard. They even go on actually spreading the waste along the routes, but also contaminating other ecosystems along them.
How about even some of them overpile them? Find the
overloading. Of course, we have our colleagues, the traffic officers. They will definitely fall victims of traffic breaking the traffic rules. So. But also even the standard. We don't want, for example, the routes that we are tracking they have jam. It shouldn't be good that as you are in jam, but you are contaminating.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the area where you are waiting for traffic. So we want to ensure that also there is sanity along transport, but also even at the landfill. This time, the moment we organize the generation, even the end disposal will be organized, because we have already done an inventory of what we would call waste off-takers. These are people who have value, who can create value from the waste. So we have already invited them and engaged them. We have made an inventory and we have a database now who wants what. And I would actually call upon whoever is not, if you think you can create value out of waste, please come and we add you into our inventory at KCCA so that we are able to allocate you.
Okay.
We know where each waste is generated, so we can guide you on where to go and get that waste.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And immediately after the break, I want us to continue with the recycling efforts that have been put up. So we're going in for a break and return with more of this discussion.
Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
This is Church of Uganda Family TV. Enriching lives. Regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission. Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
Oh yes, welcome back. You are still watching Issues at Hand, and today we are looking for strategic measures to have waste managed very well in the city here in Kampala. And of course, here with me is Mr. James Bond Kunobere, who is the manager, solid waste and environment management at KCCA. So we have been going through a number of series of discussions, and why we are focusing much on we individuals, because we are the sole providers of waste. Everything starts with us, so it is very important that you and I be informed very, very well. That is how we can be able to manage waste. It is not a matter of you dumping waste where a KCCA has disposed dustbins every time. No, how you control it matters a lot, because it also takes off the workload from KCCA. Now, before we went for the break, we had started a little bit about recycling. Now, that is where I want us to focus much. What efforts have been put there? And by the way, after the disaster of Chitezi, we heard of an investor from Ghana, is it, who was to take over and help in recycling and all that. So if you can also give us an update on that, we shall be very glad. But now, what recycling efforts have been put in place, and how are the masses out there being encouraged to also take that up?
Thank you. There are already efforts on recycling, although I think it's not well organized, but also it's not meeting up to task, given the level of waste being generated. But we are all aware that there are now, at Chitezi we had, you remember, we had people were calling the salvagers or the waste pickers. Yes. They were there because there is already demand, and they are already recyclers, people who are companies that are recycling, especially to do with bottles, the plastic bottles. So, and we also have now companies that are recycling gumboots or rubber. There are also companies that are recycling, I would call them paper, and wood, and so on and so forth. So now we want to take it to another level, to try to organize them, because even the way our colleagues, the mothers and fathers who are picking this waste from Chitezi, it's already waste that is contaminated, and it is already dirty, yet the company that wants to recycle this waste wants it clean. So they really go into agony of again washing and taking it and even going into such an environment. So those who are watching us, we are the generators of these plastics, which our fathers and brothers and sisters want. So, and to avoid them going through that agony of washing and even that smell kind of environment, we are saying that please sort your waste. This old man we own your village who is not employed, this old brother and sister, by the way, these are graduates. They are graduates who are picking, some of them who are picking this waste and in this business. So can we help them sort it at household level? Call them, give it to them. Give it to them. You can give them at a free cost, because these are people who are just looking to survive. They have no employment at the moment, although they have the papers. So that's my call, that if we sort, we are helping these brothers and sisters who are going into this messy environment, which they shouldn't have gone there, because what they are picking there is what came from this side of ours. Now, the other efforts towards recycling, as I've alluded to before, is we invited these people, the off-takers, the recyclers, and we have come to know them, get their contacts, and we are going to engage them more, because we are also telling them, please, for us, we want to close off at the landfill. Can you have these people, facilitate them to go upstream by creating collection centers? If I want plastic bottles, can I support these people other than going to the landfill or collecting it? Because you know it is bulky. You have a whole bag, but only about 10 or 15 kilograms. But it is very bulky. And you need a full saw truck to take about those. You have always seen them packed on full saw trucks. But we have also sought to support this recycling system. We have sought investors who can help us reduce the bulkiness of these bottles. And they are already willing to have some of our partners in Jinja, they have the code, they call the Bella machines. They can actually, because even if you have compressed that bottle, it doesn't lose its quality. You compress it such that this colleague or brother of mine who is collecting them can at least collect as much as possible before he engages the transporter, so that he can reap more by taking the compressed bottles other than the ones that are just voluminous but going to cost him transport, and yet he's going to get less. We are also, as part of the recycling effort, we are now emphasizing it in our ordinance, the solid waste management ordinance. We're emphasizing that recycling must be taken at another level, and there are measures that we are including there that will promote recycling. Measures such as the sorting, of course, measures such as collection, the investors or companies should have support us with collection centers, but we are also going as KCCA to support in this area, in this effort to have collection center. We have some areas that we can have, we can designate as collection centers, like Wankoko, we still have space. With Chanja, we still have space. As KCCA, Mabua, we have other areas where we are going to designate as collection centers, so that, you know, our colleagues who are collecting, picking, you have seen them now again encroaching on the green parks. Like Centenary Park, the City Square. Again, they want to package it there, and yet by packaging it there, they are again jeopardizing our effort in promoting greenery in our city. So we are also at the landfill area. We are going to have sorting bays
Okay.
Where we are going to have these private waste companies. We are going to designate for them sorting bays. Even as they bring the unsorted waste, it is not just going to be dumped. We are going to have them sort it. It is incumbent upon them to see on how they are going to sort it. So that we only want to landfill what is not taken, what is not of value at the moment, is what will end up into the landfill. So we shall have those setting bays earmarked separately. This is for Majuga, this is for Kunobere, this is company, and so on and so forth. So that you are there, you know, where I grew up, my dad grandfather used to grow cotton. And during those days of cooperatives, if you took cotton, which is not well sorted, you are told to sit. They will give you space so that you sort it from there. You either 2 or 3 days you sort it because you couldn't take it back. So you sort it before they accept it in the cooperative society. So that's what we are going to do. And by doing that, that inconvenience will force the private waste collector and us as cases to ensure that we inform our clients, because these private collectors, the waste handlers, you know them. You can give for me some names. Nabugabo, the home cleans, and the rest. So they will be forced, because part of their responsibility is to build the capacity of their clientele in managing of waste, in standardizing handling of waste. It is part of their role. So for us as the hosts of the landfill, we are saying, if you don't do it upstream, you are going to do it here, downstream. And we are going to demarcate properly. You cannot reach the landfill until your waste is actually to standard. But we have also, back to the other question, as part of the recycling effort, or waste to value effort. You know, recycling is just a smaller component. We are calling it waste to value effort, which include recycling, which include composting, which include reuse, and getting all other ways of also up to even waste to energy. So we have gotten partners who have expressed interest. And currently, you talked about the Jospong. Jospong is one of them, of course. But he is going to. We are looking at empowering that sector, the private sector, to ensure that they are even in charge. They can able run the whole system. We regulate, but they are running the whole entire chain. For us, what we want is, we shall be on the upstream end by ensuring we build capacity of the generation, but also their Jospong is in offering to assist, because I think in their country they also experience the Kitezi incident, which reawakened and forced them to move faster in planning and investing in waste management. That's why, as colleagues, Pan-Africanists, we think he can help us by using affordable technologies that can actually help us to move forward. But I want to inform the public, all our viewers, that now waste is not going to be, you know, in Luganda, kasasiro. It is associated to something that where you shouldn't look. But now kasasiro is going to be gold. We want to turn it into gold by having other products that can come in from kasasiro. It is going to be a lucrative area of interest, which is going to create more jobs, more incomes or livelihood to our colleagues in the country at large, especially low-income earners. Is an area where you can, for example, if we sorted our waste, you can, this mama could move from her 20 or 50 homes in the morning, pick the sorted waste, park it somewhere, then she goes and works on the road as a sweeper. In the evening, she can still go back. You know, she can do about 3 jobs in a day.
Single day.
Yes, which increases her livelihood potential. So this is where we want to go. We want to organize the whole entire chain so that people can reap out of it, other than shunning it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's important. Yeah. And are people willing, people around here, our own, are they willing to take up the recycling bit of it?
Yeah. Of course, they may not do the other last bit of it, the recycling itself, which requires heavy investment, but they are willing to be in the chain, along the chain, because as I've said, if we sort, then there is because where I stay, there is an old man who is not employed, who is not. But I normally on a weekly basis call him colleagues. Papa, I have the bottles already full. I have this already full. Then he takes and sells. Actually, it's a source of revenue to him. Unfortunately, he drinks again waraji. That's what pains me most. When I empower him, he's again. I think okay, much as he takes a waraji, but I think he buys food also. He survives with it. Yes,
okay, it's a big challenge there for Mzee there. But well, looking forward about our city here in Kampala, what are those greater plans you envision, maybe in some years to come, about a cleaner and greener Kampala?
Yes. That is our anticipated dream, that you know, if we have a clean city, everyone.
But by the way, before you continue, are people using these dustbins that we put?
Oh,
it's a smart city.
The litter bins.
The litter bins.
That's another area where we need serious mindset change, because those are litter bins are meant. You know, we are as part of the smart city agenda, we are promoting reducing as much as possible pollution that emanates from or that comes out of motorized transport network. So we encourage people to walk, to cycle. Okay, so as you're walking, of course, in this you need, you know, you need water, you need the juice, you need to be at comfortable as much as possible. So part of the comfort is giving your body more fluids, and that calls for having a bottle.
Yes.
So that's why we put the litter bins, and as you will see along the cities now, all roads are having walkways.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, walkways. And we are putting these litter bins along the walkways. And it is very clear. We have even what we calling cage. We have put cages along streets for specifically bottles. It is even written there that put only plastic bottles. But I'm telling you what you see. I think as Family TV, whose vision is to enrich life, you will come and actually take stock of what is happening. And it's also important, as we are coming here, that we actually highlight these areas, these anomalies, so that people are able to see. Because where we are saying, I think you have seen where they put don't dump here.
So
don't park here. But you find somebody is comfortable parking there. Or dumping there. So we need a lot, and I think I would implore the media to help us. The media should help us, because for us, when we come, they may look at Kunobere as earning, but as media, if you play, you know, you put as a corporate social responsibility part, they will say, no, this, I think it will attract the attention of the public, that I think every channel where you put your tune, it is also talking about, please manage your waste well, do this. And I think we are now going to, we have already generated the messages that are going to go across.
Okay.
Of course, we shall support you, but also as part of the CSR, support us in ensuring the public gets on board.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It has been quite an interesting discussion. I will request you give us a last words, just in a few seconds as we wind up.
As I conclude, first I can't stop thanking Family TV for giving us this opportunity to talk to enrich the lives in on this aspect of waste, proper waste management. You know, our city, cities now, as we drive towards a smart city agenda, cities are earning even from tourism. As you are trading in the city, you can even earn more. Actually, the tourism potential of a city gives you more in trade. So it is the tourists, when the tourists come, both external or foreign and local tourists, they can come, and then you as a trader, you will earn. But the tourists who can only come when there is orderliness in the city. So we are calling upon the traders in the city and all other residents in the city, please, let's ensure that our city attracts tourists by making it as smart as possible, clean as possible, support our mothers and our fathers who sweep the city. I think you have seen that these are not young people. These are old ladies and gentlemen. These are our papas and mamas who are cleaning the city. I was coming this morning and I saw a taxi driver dropping a cavera full of pills. Of course I flashed him and he took off. Seriously, he realized. Then he meandered around. But let's be sensitive to our city. And when you do this, you are degrading the mother who is cleaning the city. You are not giving respect to the mother who is cleaning and all the authorities that are. And yet, by the way, you find these are the same people who criticize even first. So, colleagues, we cannot do much if you don't change your mindset towards the city that we want you to live in and enjoy. So it begins with you and me. Let's work together as partners in this cause so that we feel proud of our city. And I want to call upon the traders, please, especially the associations, CACITA, each trade, I would call it each investor's trader should show that you are willing to manage your waste. And we are promoting now actually waste bring to truck. We don't want to bring to heap. We want you to bring to truck. Okay. Keep your waste until the truck comes, so that you don't bring it on the road or don't intoxicate others all along the street and also inconvenience traffic. So we are calling upon traders, please have your package for your waste. Each one of you should have a package so that you bring to truck, so that we don't heap, and again lose customers. That environment deters customers. So thank you very much. May God bless you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. James Bond Kunobere, who is the manager, solid waste and environment management at KCCA. Yes, you've heard the message is very important. It is you and me, so it is our sole responsibility, because waste management starts with you and I. So please do not oversee that and wait for KCCA to come and clean around your backyard, and because they have to contain the garbage and all that. No, please, that is your responsibility. Anyway, we cannot go past this. I want to appreciate you for joining us this morning. My name is Luke Majumba Lenaitwe, and we are powered by Protea Hotel by Marriott in Entebbe. Have a lovely day.
Issues at hand, powered by